Pilote talentueux, certains, que Porsche a repéré. Ils ont entre 16 et 24 ans, c'est Wolf Enzer, évidemment une pointure aussi des Porsche Carrera Cup qui coordonne ce programme sportif.
We are ready for the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Drehzahl hoch und ab geht's. Attacke. Dramatic start.
Das ist doch Autorennen.
So much action.
Das ist doch geil, oder?
Absolutely glued together. Three abreast.
Das ist ganz hohe Fahrkunst.
From the outside and he spins. 2022 will forever be remembered as a classic year in the history of Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. It featured everything that makes a season great. Wheel-to-wheel racing, multi-car battles for the lead, and a championship that went all the way down to the wire. But now the time has come to turn our attention towards 2023. We are here at Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium for the opening race of this 2023 season. It is a 16 race season for Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, and it's Harry King, the first British driver to put a car on pole position in this series since Sean Edwards back in 2012. You can see the cars are already rolling, ready to get going on their formation lap. You can also see the track is damp in places because it has been raining. As is typical at Spa-Francorchamps, the weather changes by the moment. Let's have a look at the grid. Harry King on pole position, the young Morris showing he's been quick all week. Alex Tauscher next, and then Larry Tenforder alongside looking for his third championship. Luke Hartog and Harry Jones are on the third row of the grid, and then Theo Overhaus and Bastian Boos. Keep an eye on Bastian Boos. And the rest of the grid just scrolling through. So many good drivers have come into this series this year. It is the most competitive Carrera Cup series in the world, and this year is going to be explosive. So many drivers with a point to prove. Larry Tenforder, we mentioned him already. He starts fourth on the grid. He's the most successful driver in Carrera Cup Germany history. He is looking for his third title, and he really wants to put that right this year because it has eluded him for a while. But he has a teammate in the shape of Luke Hartog, who has moved across to the GP Elite team and will be challenging him all the way. But Morris Schering, we mentioned him earlier, starting alongside Harry King on the front of the grid. He has been red hot. Morris Schering, he switched over to the Fact Autotech team for this season, and he has been really on fire for the whole time that he's been here during free practice and qualifying. But Harry King, the reigning Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux champion, he's moved to Carrera Cup Germany. We thought he might get swamped by them. No, not Harry King. He is looking mighty already in this, his first race in this series. In fact, Allied Racing, whom he's racing for, all three of the drivers are going to be very competitive. They're all challenges for the championship. The driver you saw just flashing through just now, the number 99 of Bastian Boos, he took his first win at Imola last year, and he has been knocking on the door. He really thinks that this year is the year that he can win the Carrera Cup Germany Championship. You can see that the air temperature is 19 degrees centigrade, humidity 52%, the track 27 degrees, but the weather has been changeable. We can see dark clouds all around us here. If we can get through the next half an hour without the rain, it will be a miracle. We were talking about Allied Racing, the number 6 car, Vincent Andrinaco. That man is a machine. We saw him in an ADAC GT4 last year, and he stops for nobody. There are 3 drivers for Allied Racing, and they are going to be red hot. GP Elite, we've already mentioned them with Larry Tenforder and Luke Hartog, 2 of the drivers that are heading the way. Fac Autotech, there's Alex Fac in the number 8 car as well. He's a driver who was doing very well last year, but he's looking to improve and to move up the grid. There are so many good drivers. Leon Köhler returns to the grid for 2023. We're going to keep an eye on him. He's starting a long way back, 13th. in the pack, but he will be looking to move his way forward. So, formation lap has been done. Now, in the previous Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux race, we did have an additional formation lap on account of the changing weather conditions and the fact that the track was quite greasy. It doesn't look like there are any issues here, so we should be ready to go. If you're new to Carrera Cup racing, it is a sprint race, just 30 minutes plus 1 lap. The season is made up of 16 races across 8 weekends. This is Spa-Francorchamps. It is a 7-kilometre track that equates to about 4.352 miles, 19 turns, 10 to the left and 9 to the right. As you see, the final cars now coming into position. We should get clearance from the back of the grid any second now. There we are. Are you ready? This is the 2023 season for Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, and we are go. The lights go out relatively quickly. It's Harry King who steps off pole position. Maurice Schuring slotting into second place, but this is the controversial corner. Look at Larry Tenforder up the inside as well. Tenforder into second place. All the cars making it round La Source. That is the first challenge. Now the mighty Eau Rouge, this legendary straight and corner. Here we go, up the hill. It is a steep climb, a blind crest. Harry King bumping across the curbs. Here come the rest of them. Ariel Levy quite wide out onto that corner as well, but it looks like everybody's made it. So a lot of jostling for positions. The changeable weather conditions in qualifying this morning have meant there are a number of drivers out of position. Keep an eye on Bastian Boos, the flying duck in the Allied Racing blue and green car. He broke a splitter this morning, and that looks like it might have been Ariel Levy, certainly a blue and white car that has spun around. We'll see who that is shortly. But keep an eye on Bastian Boos working his way forwards. He broke a splitter in qualifying this morning, and he needs to move his way up the pack. He needs points in every race if he wants to be a contender for the championship. So the car's settling down. It is Harry King who leads the way. And the number 7, Yasin Ferrati, one of the talent pool drivers that we've welcomed into the series this year, pointing in the wrong direction. Now, if he can't get that car moving, we may see a safety car, but as things stand at the moment, it's all systems go. Harry King leading the way, Larry Tenforder, Maurice Schuring, Loke Hartog, good start from him, and Alex Tauscher there as well. Whatever Alex Tauscher had over the winter break, he has improved so much. Number 28 goes spinning, Huub van Eindhoven as well in the middle of the pack. He does well to avoid being collected, but Huub van Eindhoven gathers it all up, rejoins towards the back of the pack. He's going to have a long half an hour working his way forwards from there. Number 27, Gislan Cordier, we welcome him to Carrera Cup Germany this year as well, currently in 11th place, and he's come from Carrera Cup Benelux as well. So the race settling down a little now. It's Harry King who leads the way, 0.4 of a second over Larry Tenforder. We mentioned Alex Tauscher just now. He's a driver who has improved dramatically over the winter months, really at the sharp end of the timing sheets in every session. Number 34 car there, Theo Overhaus, another real talented young driver that we welcome into the series. There's Huub van Eindhoven working his way back through. He is right at the back of the pack. He has got an awful lot of work to do from there. So we have 3 categories running here in the Carrera Cup Germany. We have the pro drivers, the rookie drivers, and the pro-am drivers. The rookies, the leading driver in that is Harry Jones. We welcome Harry Jones to the series for Schrerer Sport PHX in the number 12 car. The Australian driver had never raced on any circuit in Europe until this weekend. As we see Vincent Andronaka and Theo Overhaus going side by side. Into the corner they come. That's Overhaus on the inside, Andronaka on the outside. These two drivers have raced against each other in other classes, and here they are in Carrera Cup Germany. Both of them have big ambitions, but ahead of them is Harry Jones, the leading rookie driver. In the Pro-Am category, our leading driver is Georgi Donchev. That is in 19th place on the track, but leading that category. So the track is still dry, the rain's still holding off, and it is Harry King who leads the way for Allied Racing. Larry Tenforder is 4.5 tenths behind, but challenges for position. Theo Overhaus now putting the pressure onto Vincent Andronako. this is for 8th place. So Andronarco in 8th, Theo Overhaus looking to find a route past. Maurice Schering, he has been so quick. Moving across to FAC Autotech really has brought him alive, and now he's putting the pressure onto Larry Tenforder. Maurice Schering looking for his first win in Carrera Cup Germany as one car goes wide. That looked like Ghislain Cordier who went wide. Mentioned Leon Köhler earlier, number 77. He's finished 3rd in the championship twice. I spoke to him yesterday. He desperately wants to put that to rights and win a championship for himself, but currently he's down in P10. So Leon Köhler, he's got a lot of work to do from there. He needs to score some points. And there is Van Eindhoven. After that scruffy start, after that problem at the beginning, now having to work his way back through the pack. We're taking a look at a replay here, and that is the 88 Horst Felix Fibermeyer, beg your pardon, who went spinning. He is making his debut here this weekend, the Australian driver in the Rookie Championship. Now, Maurice Schering putting the heat on Larry Tenforder. Larry Tenforder's not used to this. Drivers fighting back. Maurice Schering, he is really dialed in, but we've got a car pointing in the wrong direction. Now, that looked like Ahmad Al-Shihab, but a car stranded out on track, as out of turn 15. And if he can't get that going, we may well see a safety car. It's out of Stavlot, and it's not. It's Mikael Essmann, and it is Ahmed Al-Shihab as well. So Mikael Essmann, now surely this could bring out a safety car, but Maurice Schering challenging on the outside, and Larry Tenforder, the two cars side by side into the corner, and Maurice Schering squeezing his way past the young Charger, having to give way to Larry Tenforder. But now Luke Hartog also getting involved, teammate to Larry Tenforder for this year. And the three of them have had many battles this year, but of course the safety car out now means the cars are brought back down to a slower speed, and Ahmed Al-Shihab was getting his eyes on the Pro-Am title for this year. You can see from the radiator at the front of the car and on the splitter that he has been doing a little bit of grass track racing. You see him stretching his arms as well. Clearly he's got together with Mikael Essmann. And we welcome Mikael Essmann into the Pro-Am category of Carrera Cup Germany. There is the glorious new safety car for 2023, the electric Porsche Taycan Turbo S safety car, the livery celebrating 75 years of Porsche sports cars. And for the first time this season, it sparks into life and will be joining the track. So, safety car is out. We are only, well, less than 7 minutes into the race, and it was kind of always going to happen, wasn't it? Let's have another look at that start, and Harry King really was very quick out of the blocks. His reaction time was very fast indeed, and he led into turn 1, a great lead into turn 1. Larry Tenforder getting up the inside of Maurice Schering, and the rest of the cars getting through that corner, La Source, which has courted so much controversy. Here's a replay of a 3 abreast moment. It's Theo Overhaus on the inside, Ariel Levy in the middle, and it was Levy who went spinning, and he's having a wretched time. He was in the Benelux race just prior to this and only made it around the first corner after getting caught up in someone else's incident, and here he is again. He's going to want to put this particular day into the history books and focus on tomorrow, I should think. So Ariel Levy, the Israeli driver, and we welcome him into Carrera Cup Germany. He was here last year. Great to have the Israeli driver here. Big following for him. You've also just seen a replay of the Van Eindhoven spin, and that is Horst Felix Fibermeyer getting collected as well. So that is what sparked off the incident that took out Ahmad Al-Shihab and Mikael Essmann as well. Right, chance to catch your breath. The safety car is out. There's never a dull moment in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, is there? It's Harry King for Allied Racing who leads the way. Larry Tenforder is queued up behind Maurice Schering behind, but clearly has his eyes on second place and possibly higher. Loke Hartog, who's still looking for that elusive first win, as indeed is Maurice Schering. Alex Tauscher is in 5th place, and Bastian Boos, well, he's made himself up to 6th place. That's 2 places from his starting position, but a difficult qualifying this morning has seen him out of position. He was really looking for a front row start and was looking good for that until he damaged the splitter. Here's a replay, and they build them strong at Porsche, don't they? Look at them up over the curbs, maybe get a little bit of air. Brilliant shot. Curbs, track limits, what track limits? Larry Tenforder, Maurice Shearing, that was the fight for second place. So, 10 minutes of this race, well, a little less than that, have passed. We are behind the safety car. We have a number of stranded cars out on track, so we're going to clear those up as quickly as possible. That is the Ahmed Al-Shihab car, and the man says, get out of the way. This is how you do it. Loading it on to the flatbed, and soon that will be off the circuit. A big crowd here at Spa-Francorchamps. While we have a gap, just to let you know that, already mentioned, 8 weekends for Carrera Cup Germany, 16 races. The next one on the 9th to 11th of June will be a part of the Festival of Dreams, the Porsche Festival of Dreams at Hockenheim. And guess what? If you're in the vicinity and you've never been to one of these events before, get yourself down, because admission is free of charge. And I have to tell you, you haven't lived until you have seen a Carrera Cup Germany race in real life. It is absolutely spectacular. Free of charge from the Hockenheim Ring on the 9th to 11th of June. If you're worried about missing Le Mans, there's going to be a giant screen on the roof of the Porsche Experience Centre, so you can monitor Le Mans at the same time. You also get GT Masters, ADAC GT Masters for that, as well as Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. That is going to be an epic weekend. So a little bit of advertising there for round 2, 9th to 11th of June. Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, which is where these cars will be heading after they're finished at Spa-Francorchamps. Of course, we have this race here this afternoon, and we have another race tomorrow morning, which will be race 2 of the season. Well, we mentioned there were a number of contenders for the championship. It really is too close to call. In years gone by, you might have said there were clear favourites. Well, this year, there really are no clear favourites. And there are so many young drivers, particular, who are coming through the ranks looking to challenge. None more so than our current race leader, Harry King. He utterly dominated Carrera Cup Benelux last year, and it was only a matter of time before he moved into Carrera Cup Germany, into the Allied Racing team. And along with Bastian Boos and Vincent Andronacco, that is a potent combination of drivers, which I think Jan Kasperlik, the boss of Allied Racing, has got his work cut out keeping that lot together as the season progresses. Harry Jones, who we've mentioned already, the driver from Australia for Shera Sport PHX, the legendary team. As I mentioned earlier, he has never raced on a circuit in Europe before, and to be the highest placed rookie is no mean feat on your debut. Mr. Roo is on the dashboard of his car, a little kangaroo, which is his lucky mascot, and I should think Mr. Roo needs to go with him everywhere, because he is bringing him lots of good luck. So we have a number of rookies in the field, and Harry Jones is the leading rookie. Vincent Andronacco for Allied Racing is in 8th place and the 2nd place rookie. And Theo Overhaus, 10th on the track overall, and he is the 3rd place rookie ahead of Ghislain Cordeil. Notification that a safety car is in on this lap, so stand by your beds. We're ready to go racing again in just a few moments. So we look at the cars as they head along the Kemmel Straight. At least it looks like that from here, down towards the corner here at Spa-Francorchamps, a legendary circuit. Of course, the most feared corner and straight combination, Eau Rouge into Raidillon. And it is a steep climb. I climbed up it, well, ran up it yesterday. Needed to have a lie down once I got to the top of that. Into the Kemmel Straight, one of the great overtaking opportunities, as indeed is the run into the bus stop, which is the chicane as they come out of Blanchimont. So lots of overtaking opportunities here at Spa-Francorchamps. This legendary circuit, the elevation change is 102.2 metres. That's higher than Big Ben, in case you want to compare that with anything. Right, the drivers now working hard to get heat into the tyres, into the brakes. They need to be ready to go as soon as the safety car peels into the lane. It will be Harry King's job to control the pace of the field. He'll want to back them up in a few moments, and then he'll want to go when Larry Tenforder is least expecting it. At the moment, the cars are circulating around turns 12 and 13 up towards Stavelot. And then the safety car will disappear off into the distance and onto turns 16, 17 and 18, which includes Blanchimont, which is a never-ending corner. When you run around it, it feels like it's never going to end. Just seeing from the race stewards the incident on turn 6 involving Yasin Ferrati. There is no further action, so that's been deemed to be a racing incident. Right, the cars now all gathered back up together. We are approaching the halfway point of this race, and we're coming out from safety car. So 15 minutes plus 1 lap, and we will be ready to go. So Harry King now backing up Larry Tenforder. Larry Tenforder practically pushing him round the bus stop. Out on towards the grid they come, and the green flags are waving. It's Harry King who's leading the way, but Larry Tenforder, is he going to challenge into La Source? He looks to the outside. Harry King goes to block him. Meanwhile, Loke Hartog going to the inside of Maurice Schering behind, but Larry Tenforder alongside Harry King. Now it's going to be flat out up Eau Rouge towards Radion. Here they come side by side. I would say his advance is Larry Tenforder, but Harry King is fighting back, taking a bit of curve. How brave is that? Harry King, unbelievable stuff, keeps his foot buried on it. Larry Tenforder though, he is not done yet. Look, Hartog has to drop back into 4th place. Look at this, behind is quite the fight. Harry Jones is also in there as well, trying to get involved, but now the challenge for the lead. Larry Tenforder looking to the inside of Harry King. Maurice Schering sees his opportunity, as does Luke Hartog. Hartog through into 3rd place, so Luke Hartog and Maurice Schering is wide out onto the gravel. That lets Alex Tauscher through as well. Bastian Boos is behind, so all change. Harry King just holding on at the front with the fastest lap. Larry Tenforder there as well. Maurice Schering though has dropped back. We've got a yellow flag at turn 2, but it is Harry King who leads the way from Larry Tenforder, but Tenforder is fighting back. Luca Rettenbacher there, we welcome him back into Carrera Cup Germany as he challenges Alex Fack further back, but Harry King leading the way. Now he's opened up a bit of a gap from Larry Tenforder. Luke Hartog up to 3rd place after that mistake from Maurice Schering. Now Luke Hartog's teammate Larry Tenforder ahead of him. This is going to be fun, trying to get past it, go wide. I think that was Hartog who went a little bit wide there, picking up a bit of dirt. Doesn't look like any harm done, but we told you to look out for Bastian Boos. He has caught up to the lead pack, and now Maurice Schering ahead of him. Now, whether Schering has got any damage as a result of that little excursion, it looks as though the front splitter has survived, but the tyres will have been dirty, and it would have taken them a while to get them cleaned up. And Bastian Boos has taken the opportunity to close in. So the Flying Duck behind Maurice Schering, the number 14 car, the driver from the Netherlands who has been so quick. Maurice Schering now putting the pressure on the cars in front. It's Alex Tauscher ahead of him. Tauscher, who is a renewed man for 2023. We saw him upping his game in the second half of last year, but he has really, really impressed over this weekend and is going to be a challenger all season long. Of that, there is no doubt. Around the source we come. 12.5 minutes remaining of this race, plus 1 lap, and Harry King leading the way. Larry Tenforder now 9/10 of a second back, so he is falling back. Loke Hartog behind Larry Tenforder, his teammate ahead of him. Then is Alex Tauscher, Maurice Schering, and then Bastian Boos and Harry Jones, the leading rookie, with Vincent Andronaco behind him on his debut. Both of them on their debut in Carrera Cup Germany. Challenge for position further back, it's Maurice Schering. Now, Alex Tauscher, the two of them were in the talent pool last year, as we see Janis Stiak into the... It looks like he's into the pit lane, and there was a big spin there. The youngest driver ever to compete in Carrera Cup Germany, at a big moment there for Janis Stiak as the car goes spinning off. Now, what the start of that, didn't see the start of that incident. No doubt we'll see that for ID Racing. Now, Bastian Boos challenging further up. Is that Tauscher that's gone wide? So Tauscher rejoined, so he's lost position. Now Bastian Boos has found a route past Maurice Schuring. Vincent Andronacco there as well. So Bastian Boos, the man who really wants to take this championship this year, moving forwards, place by place. He's working his way up the grid. Tauscher has dropped back behind Theo Overhaus after that wide moment, but he's going to keep pushing from there. So Bastian Boos, Maurice Schuring behind him. Bastian Boos up into 4th place. Keep an eye on him. He needs points in every race if he's going to challenge for this title, because he has Harry King, he has Larry Tenforder, and he has Luke Hartog, all of whom are going to be fighting for the championship this year and are going to be contenders. 10 3/4 minutes of this race remaining. Harry King leads the way, 1.3 seconds from Larry Tenforder, so he's keeping it comfortable at the front. The rest of the cars in the queue behind. Our leading rookie is still Harry Jones, 6th on the road, and Vincent Andronacco just behind him, 2nd in the rookie race. And it's Georgi Donchev, 17th on the track, who is our leading Pro-Am driver. You can see the gap. Harry King looking to have things very much under control. Of course, tyre degradation is always an issue, and if a driver pushes too hard, too soon, they might pay for it later on. Luca Rettenbacher moving his way up through the pack behind him. One of the FAC Autotech cars, that is Alex Fack. And Alex Fack a bit further back than he wanted to be in this race at the moment, so he's going to be pushing hard in the last 10 minutes of this race. There's Leon Köhler, Theo Overhaus, Alex Tauscher, Ghislain Cordil in there as well. All of these drivers contenders for wins this year in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. But the man who's leading the way, Harry King, ahead of this pack, looking at a replay. And that was the Luca Rettenbacher move on Alex Fack. And that was further back in the pack. That was for 12th place. So Bastian Boos in 4th place, very much in the wars. But now Harry Jones, get me, Harry's mixed up. Harry Jones coming under pressure from Vincent Andronacco. Leon Köhler in there as well, of course. Going wide out onto the gravel, as to Theo Overhaus. I was about to say that if you make the challenge, you risk leaving the door open for the car behind and leaving a gap so that they can come in. And of course, going wide, getting dirt on your tyres, that can be catastrophic. Harry Jones, what a mature drive from this young driver. He's joined Carrera Cup Germany this year. The Australian driver really wanting to up his game, and he's come into the toughest Carrera Cup category in the world. And he is really showing what he's made of as he circulates in 6th place. Jonas Greif in the number 44 car. He is in 18th place. Behind him is the 28 car of Huub van Eindhoven, the green car that had that moment earlier on in the race. So Huub van Eindhoven doing well to work his way back up through the pack, as is the Ariel Levy car as well in there. In fact, that is, yes, it is Ariel Levy. Just checking, we've got several blue and white cars in the race. Back to the lead, though. Harry King, 1.7 seconds, make that 1.8 over Larry Tenforder. Luke Hartog in a solid 3rd place. Bastian Boos, what it looks like, the charge has faltered a little, because Bastian Boos are now falling back into the clutches of Maurice Schuring. Maurice Schuring, who has been dialed in, of course, last year. He was racing for Huber, and he's moved to FAC Autotech for this year, and it seems to have really done him the world of good. I mean, he's always been quick, but really has been really on it this year. The man in front of him, though, is the new Porsche Junior, the driver that supersedes Laurin Heinrich as the Porsche Junior. That is Bastian Boos. It was absolutely no surprise whatsoever when Bastian was announced as the Porsche Junior over the winter, as we see Lucas Oertel alongside Sebastian Freimut. And that is for 14th and 15th place. In fact, it's Freimut who is challenging Lucas Oertel, and Lorenzo Ferrari in there as well. We haven't mentioned him yet. We saw him briefly in GT Masters last year, the driver for Proton competition. Making his debut in Carrera Cup Germany, also one of the talent pool, the scheme that brings forward young drivers And they are coached by Wolf Hensler, the legend of Porsche racing. Right, side by side we go. Great stuff here. 27 of Ghislain Cordial, Luca Rettenbacher and Alex Fack getting stuck in as well. But this is the battle we're really interested in. Bastian Buus up with Maurice Schöring. There are fights going on up and down the pack. There's Lucas Oertel, Sebastian Freymet. We were focusing on earlier with Lorenzo Ferrari at the back of that particular pack. So the fighting continues. We have a little over 5 minutes plus 1 lap of this race remaining. The half hour goes so quickly. Look at Sebastian Freymet getting some air across the curves. So Harry King leading the way. The final stages of this race. Have we seen the best of Bastian Buus in this race? Harry Jones having a big slide behind him, but keeping that position. Vincent Andronacco has dropped back a bit from that fight. There's your leader. Harry King, Larry Tenforder, Loic Hartog circulating behind. And then Maurice Schöring still solid in that 4th place. But look at the gap that Harry King has opened up. 2.192 seconds. He's got this well under control. Up over Eau Rouge and Raidillon he comes, getting a little bit of air on the car. And his teammate Bastian Buus still at the back of that pack. There's Leon Köhler, very much out of position. He really wants to put right the fact that he's finished 3rd in the championship twice. And he has been a favourite before, but this weekend has not really found the setup. Now, that's Vincent Andronacco just looking to the inside of Harry Jones. But Harry Jones has got this covered up. He has been the leading rookie for the whole of this race. Lucas Oertel and Sebastian Freymet still fighting a race-long battle between the 31 and the 23 cars. Lucas Oertel looking to reclaim that position. He looks to the outside, he looks back to the inside. Sebastian Freymet closes the door. Lucas Oertel challenging back on the outside again, and behind them all, Lorenzo Ferrari looking to pounce if these 2 cars get together. We've got some track limits warnings coming up as well for cars in this pack. So the stewards are looking at track limits, the age-old problem of exceeding track limits. And if the driver exceeds the limits too many times, they may pick up a penalty. You've just seen Harry King go through 2.1 seconds to the good of Larry Tenforder. Tenforder potentially settling for 2nd place if such a thing were possible. Ghislain Cordial in the number 27 car in 12th place with Alex Fack. A solid drive from the number 8 driver. And he's just ahead now. He looks to the outside. Ghislain Cordial. Cordial looks to have this covered up. His first Carrera Cup Germany race. And he has Alex Fack just monstering him through all the corners, through left and right. But Ghislain Cordial holding on to that position, the 12th place. So 3 minutes plus 1 lap, 3¼ minutes plus 1 lap remaining of this race. Race 1 of the season for Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Our focus on the battle for 12th at the moment, but there you see the lead that Harry King continues to extend, 2.161 ahead of Larry Tenforder. Loic Hartog running on his own, Maurice Schöring in 4th place. A warning flag has been issued to Sebastian Freymet for abusing track limits. At the moment it is just a warning, but if he gets another one he may well find a penalty incoming. So up Eau Rouge, that steep climb. We look back down that famous corner and straight. There's Theo Overhaus. It's great to welcome him to this series this year. One of the real chargers. We saw him in DTM last year and in DTM Trophy as well. And moving into Carrera Cup Germany, a great training ground. Many top drivers have come through this. Of course, last year's champion, Laurin Heinrich, now in the DTM fold as well, having moved up from Carrera Cup Germany. Here's Bastian Buus once again under challenge from Maurice Schöring. And did Maurice Schöring get past? Yes, he did. So Maurice Schöring up into 4th place. While we were looking at that, Maurice Schöring jumping Bastian Buus. Now, Bastian Buus, I'm wondering whether he's just taken too much out of the tyres, because he is dropping back. Harry Jones behind him, and Vincent Andronacco very much in an Allied Racing sandwich. Leon Köhler, who is closing in on that battle as well, in 8th place. 1.5 minutes plus 1 lap Harry King looks to have this well under control. Larry Tenforder, a solid second. Loke Hartog in third place. And then it's Maurice Scheuring ahead of Bastian Boos. Scheuring probably wondering what might have been had it not been for that mistake earlier on. So we take another look at Horst Feber-Faulmeyer. I'm going to say that correctly eventually. Horst Felix Felbermeyer going straight on and outbraking himself. Harry King into the final minute plus 1 lap. So when the clock strikes 0, it'll be the rest of whatever lap they're on, and then 1 more lap after that. Harry King leading the way, 2.8 seconds. So Larry Tenforder has dropped back about 0.6, of a second in the last lap. So Larry Tenforder maybe settling for that second place, deciding to take the points. It doesn't look like he has got anything that he can take to Harry King, the reigning Porsche Benelux champion, leading the way, looking to stamp his authority on Carrera Cup Germany. Larry Tenforder, Loke Hartog, Maurice Scheuring into 4th place, Bastian Boos in 5th. Maybe that's as far as he's going to go. Theo Overhaus under pressure from Leon Köhler. Overhaus, one of the young Chargers, one of the talent pool drivers in 8th place. Leon Köhler, well, he looks like he might have ambitions of getting past, but the clock has struck 0. Our leader is up around turn 7 at the moment. So it's going to be about a lap and a half of this race remaining. Andronako going into the runoff area. So he's found a route past Harry Jones, but Vincent Andronako off the track, and the stewards may well be looking at that. So up Eau Rouge we come. Sebastian Freeman, Lucas Oertel. How long has this battle been going on? Lorenzo Ferrari sees his opportunity to the inside of them. So Harry Jones and Vincent Andronako. Andronako back behind now. Andronako in front. Harry Jones suddenly sees the number 6 car in front of him. So brilliant stuff from Vincent Andronako. We told you he was a Charger. He finds a route past Harry Jones. So he is now the leading rookie. Vincent Andronako leading the way in the rookie race. And that is 6th overall in this race. So we saw that Harry Jones outbraked himself, and then Vincent Andronako was able to get past and get into that position. So we are into the absolute closing stages of this race, and it is Harry King leading the way. Larry Tenforder, Loke Hartog, Maurice Scheuring, Bastian Boos. It looks like those are pretty solid, but Vincent Andronako in 6th place, still under pressure from Harry Jones. And Theo Overhaus there as well as Leon Köhler. So Andronako coming out on top of this particular rookie challenge. But there is still time left. We're on to the final lap. There are still overtaking opportunities. Harry King up towards Eau Rouge for the very last time. Larry Tenforder 3.3 seconds behind. Then Loke Hartog and Maurice Scheuring. And then Bastian Boos. And the fight that we have been focusing on, Vincent Andronako, Harry Jones and Theo Overhaus. So Hartog, well, it looks like Maurice Scheuring hasn't given up on a podium position yet. Maurice Scheuring putting the pressure on the new GP Elite driver of Loke Hartog. Scheuring looking to make a challenge on the number 24 car. Into the corner they come, and Loke Hartog just placing that number 24 car in exactly the position he needs to keep Maurice Scheuring behind. The two drivers from the Netherlands, they've raced each other for years, and here they are in top flight Carrera Cup racing. It's Loke Hartog with the last of the podium positions, holding off Maurice Scheuring. Jonas Greif in 44, Yasin Ferrati, and the number 41 car of Diego Stifter, who celebrated his birthday on Tuesday, and here in 22nd place in this, the first race of the season for Carrera Cup Germany. So Loke Hartog, he's got his work cut out, because Maurice Scheuring is still challenging him, monstering him, trying to force him into a mistake, trying to get him to just step a little bit over the line. But it's Maurice Schuring who actually gets a wheel out onto the dirt slightly. Team GP Elite versus Frank Autotech, two legendary names in Carrera Cup Germany. And it's advantage Hartog on this, the final lap of the first race of the season. Harry King currently in the absolute closing stages of this lap, and looks as though he is out towards Blanchimont as we watch this battle. Here he is, Harry King, now in towards the bus stop chicane for the very last time. He comes out on towards the grid and he sees the checkered flag. What a way to start his campaign. Harry King wins race one of the season for Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. It's Larry Tenforder in second. Loic Hartog just holding off Maurice Schuring. In fourth place for Schuring and fifth for Bastian Boos, our leading rookie, the winner of the rookie race, Vincent Andronacco, ahead of Harry Jones, who had that position for so long and succumbed to Vincent Andronacco in the closing stages. Theo Overhaus, 8th and 3rd in the rookie championship. It's Georgi Donchev who wins in the Pro-Am championship, and that is 18th on the road. But first in category, Zoran Spreng, 2nd in the Pro-Am, with Kai Pfister 3rd in the Pro-Am category. But that man there, we knew he was going to be quick. And when he signed up for Jan Kaspelik's Allied Racing team, everybody nodded and went, "Hey, up, we know what's coming." Because Harry King has arrived in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, and it's a stamp of authority already. And of course, he is a former Carrera Cup Great Britain champion as well. And what a way to start his career in Carrera Cup Germany as we look at some great replays. As Loic Hartog sliding it around the corner, over the curbs, Maurice Schuring following in his wake. And Vincent Andronacco, the winner in the rookie category. A great start to the season for Vincent Andronacco. An absolute charger. The story, we knew it might be, the story of the day, Allied Racing, winning both overall and in the rookie category. And there is Maurice Schuring. So, 4th place, probably not quite what he was expecting. It's a good points haul, but having started from the front, he really had his eyes on a podium position. Bastian Boos really paying the price from the incident in qualifying, and had it not been for that, he would have started further up the field. But once you are out of position in Carrera Cup Germany, where all the cars are equal, it's so difficult to make up position. There is the winner in the Pro-Am category, and that is Georgi Donchev, the Bulgarian driver, taking victory in the Pro-Am category. But it's victory for Great Britain in the shape of Harry King in the number 19 car. A truly, I wouldn't say dominant, but he certainly stamped his authority on this race. He never disappeared off into the distance, but neither did he really look like in any danger of being passed by Larry Tenforder. He started from that pole position. He came under a bit of pressure after the restart, but really had it all in control. So lovely replay as the cars come up towards the Kemmel Straight, and you can see how much energy is in these cars as they come up over that hill, the blind crest. The story of the day, the headline, Allied Racing winning in 2 of the 3 categories, and the 3rd going to Georgi Donchev in the Pro Full Doors by Huber Racing team. And some great slow-mo shots of the Porsche 911 992 generation GT3 Cup car. And Harry King peeling off into the pits. Look like couple of the other Allied cars decided to go round again. So into the pits comes Harry King, Larry Tenforder and Loic Hartog, making it a GP Elite sandwich. I think Loic Hartog will be happy with that, but not as happy as Harry King. You can see what this means. He utterly dominated the Carrera Cup Benelux Championship last year. Also, the winner of Carrera Cup Great Britain. And that was in 2020. Also racing in Porsche Mobile 1 Super Cup. A real star of Porsche Carrera Cup and Mobile 1 Super Cup racing. There's congratulations from Larry Tenforder. So let's take a look at a few of the highlights from this, the first race of the season for Carrera Cup Germany. So just some of the action. The rain held off despite the threatening clouds all around. And as always, Carrera Cup Germany never fails to entertain. This is going to be an explosive year. You just know it. And this is just the first chapter, the first of 16 chapters this year. We have a second race tomorrow, and then Hockenheim, to remind you, free of charge. Get yourself along to Hockenheim, 9th to 11th of June. And then to the mighty Zandvoort, the home race for many of the drivers from the Netherlands. Nürburgring in August, the legendary Nürburgring. Then Lausitzring, also in August, on the 18th to the 20th. Sachsenring, one of two tracks, of course, Lausitzring and Sachsenring, both running in an anti-clockwise direction. The undulating Sachsenring, always good for a bit of controversy. Then we head over to Austria in September for the Red Bull Ring, 22nd to the 24th September. And then a second trip to Hockenheim to bring it all to a close on the 20th to the 22nd of October. So we get two trips to Hockenheim this year. And that is not a hardship at all. Of course, the Porsche Festival of Dreams is the first trip there, which is races 3 and 4 of the season in June. So we're just waiting to see if we are able to bring you the podium. As you can see, there's a bit of wreckage to be cleared from the track, the Michael Esman car. Michael Esman, who joins us this year in Carrera Cup Germany, but not really having the day that he had hoped for. Of course, this weekend we're supporting the World Endurance Championship here at Spa-Francorchamps. They're enjoying their 6 hours of Spa. They have been spectacular around this legendary circuit, and always an honour to be part of their programme here. And of course, they will be running later on as the weekend progresses. Tomorrow, our second race in the Carrera Cup Germany kicks off at 9:20 AM, so set your alarm clocks. And then we will be done nice and early tomorrow. Not often we're done before lunch on a Saturday. So we're just waiting for the cars to head up on to the cars and the drivers, not the cars, to head up to the podium. As we just focus on Michael Esman, how to remove a Porsche from the track using a cherry picker and a low loader. The marshals, as always, doing a great job here. Those deep gravel traps, many of them that have been brought back as part of a big redevelopment of the circuit last year. The circuit has undergone some serious renovation, not to mention the big stand up on Radion which now houses many thousands of spectators who are enjoying very much the sunshine here in the Ardennes region of Belgium. Right, well, there's the podium. We just need some drivers now, don't we? So, come on then, let's see onto the podium. So here comes first, it's going to be Luc Hartog, who was in third place. The tall man from near Amsterdam. Second, Larry Tenforder, but Harry King, top step of the podium. What a way to kick off your Porsche Carrera Cup Germany season. National anthem time. It's been a while since we've heard that around the circuits in Carrera Cup Germany, although having said that, Lorcan Hannafin was doing very well in the rookie category last year. In fact, he went on to win it, but he's not in Carrera Cup Germany this year, having moved on to other things. We see Hurry Isaac, the project manager of Customer Sport Porsche Germany, presenting the trophies. It's third to Luc Hartog, second to fellow GP Elite driver Larry Tenforder, the most successful driver in Carrera Cup history, certainly Carrera Cup Germany history. But the driver that they're all going to be looking at now, Harry King, he's come into this and he's made his mark. Harry King wins race 1 of the season for Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Who saw that coming? There's a trophy for Allied Racing as well. Of course, the team that Harry races for. So, the 3 drivers and the team member and Hurry Isaac now posing for the photos. And we'll take a look at the highlights. We say thank you for joining us at Spa-Francorchamps. Join us again tomorrow, 9:20. Don't miss it. It's going to be explosive. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.